It's the Burner, man, back with Burner Talks. It seems like we have another big all-season trade between the New York Knicks and the Wolves. The New York Knicks are going to get karl-Anthony Towns, and the Timberwolves are going to get Julius Randle, Donte Divincenzo, and a first-round pick. So we're going to break this trade down. In the comment section, you guys let me know who won this trade and why they won this trade. We're going to start with the New York Knicks. If you are the New York Knicks, at this point, you just lost Hartenstein to off-season free agency, and you really need a big, you know what I'm saying? The season is about to start in a month or so, so you're pretty much scrambling. And you end up stumbling across karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns, in my opinion, is a great player. When he wants to be, he is generational talent, so it's no way you don't pull that trigger. But the only thing with him is he's truly a 4. You really need a 5. So you do got people like Mitchell Robinson who can probably fill in right there, but you have to pull the trigger at this point, this late in the offseason. So I'm not mad at them. You do lose Donte, who I feel like is a great glue guy. And is a X factor, but you have to pull the trigger. You need another big man. So I'm not mad at it. I feel like it's a W for New York. And it's also came out that Donte didn't even want to be in New York after the signing of Bridges, because he knew at that point that his minutes were going to be diminished with Josh Hart and all those guys. So his role was going to be a lot smaller. So I'm not mad at it. When it comes to New York, and you get rid of Julius Randle. I'm going to talk about him a little bit later, but you end up getting rid of him too, which is also a W, because we've already seen in the playoffs last year, they did not need him whatsoever. So that's a W for them. If you are the Timberwolves though, it's kind of head scratching when I first seen this, because I'm thinking, look, you just made it to the Western Conference Finals. You almost made it to the finals, bro. Why would you give up Cat? Why would you give up Cat, bro? You're giving up Cat for Julius Randle. Let's be honest. Which one of those two are better? Cat by miles. You know what I'm saying? Now you're putting Julius Randle in that spot where he has to be the number 2 behind Anthony Edwards. And with that, you got Rudy Gobert at the 5. You got Julius Randle at the 4. The spacing on the court is going to be trash. So you just gave that up with Cat. And I feel like, in my opinion, even though Cat didn't show up in some of those games, the real reason I feel like they lost some of those games was not because of Cat. The reason that they lost some of those games were really because of Gobert. I feel like Shaq at this point with Gobert, you know, I didn't see it until I really sat down and looked at the Timberwolves, and Gobert is the guy that they should have, in my opinion, should have got rid of. And we can't forget that they do not get past the Nuggets without karl-Anthony Towns. Just imagine you taking karl-Anthony Towns off that team and you putting Julius Randle right there. Do they get past the Nuggets? Let me know in the comment section, because in my opinion, they do not. I would have got rid of Gobert before I got rid of karl-Anthony Towns, but it is bigger than even that, in my opinion, because like I said, Randle, I wouldn't have traded for Randle. Randle is one of, in my opinion, no disrespect, he's one of those type of guys. He's a great regular season player. When you have to rely on him in the playoffs, he lets you down. You're talking about a guy who averages 20, 24, 25 in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, when everybody is locked in every game, you average 16, 17 points. You're just not that guy. We've all seen this before. My Hawks, we shut this man down. My Hawks shut this man down. He's a very, in my opinion, overrated player. So for you trade for that, I don't like the trade, but it has came out that they had to get rid of karl-Anthony Towns. Or, you know, they could be on some of that, yo, we want to get Naz Reid more minutes. Even though Naz Reid is good, I don't feel like, even though he showed up in some of those games, I don't feel like he's better than Cat. You know what I'm saying? But he's similar to Cat. You pretty much got the same type of player. But the reports have came out, that's not even the reason that they got rid of Cat. The reason they got rid of Cat is because if they didn't get rid of Cat, as you see right here, they would have had to get rid of Naz Reid and Alexander, which are 2 big glue guys. So in the comment section, you guys let me know, would you get rid of Cat or would you get rid of Naz Reid and Alexander? Y'all let me know in the comment section. So when they break it down like that because of the contracts, it makes more sense. I still don't like it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I would have tried to get something else instead of Randle, man. I'm telling you guys, Randle is not going to be the answer, man. I feel like the Timberwolves got worse. Like I said, Donte is a great player. He will be able to space the floor. He's a dog, which fits the Timberwolves mold. I like that, but the whole Randle thing, man, I'm not liking it for the Timberwolves. Like I said, I think they got worse. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Was this a good trade for the Timberwolves? Was it a great trade for the Knicks? Let me know all this. Also, again, don't forget to like up the video, subscribe if you're new, and y'all already know who it is.